In your daily personal and professional life, you are constantly walking through an invisible psychological minefield. Social predators, office narcissists, and manipulative friends are playing highly calculated mind games with you every single day. They use specific behavioral weapons to completely destabilize your nervous system, hijack your empathy, and force your total compliance. Most self-help videos give you generic, abstract advice like set boundaries or just walk away. But when you are actively caught in the middle of a toxic interaction, generic advice is completely useless. You don't need platitudes, you need an explicit tactical playbook. You need to know exactly what weapon is being pulled on you, the biological mechanism behind why it hurts, and the exact immediate linguistic counterstrike to shatter it. Today, we are throwing away the fluff and building the ultimate manual of mental defense. We are going to map out the core dark psychology strategies weaponized against you, decode their hidden architectures, and hand you their precise, battle-tested countermeasures to render every single attack entirely powerless. Let us initialize the matrix. Strategy 1 is DARVO. When confronted with an objective mistake, the manipulator denies the fact, attacks your character, and reverses the roles until they are the victim and you look like the bully. They are hijacking your natural empathy centers to make you feel automatic guilt so you drop the accusation. The exact counter is the separate quarantine. Do not comfort them and do not apologize. Freeze your face into a blank clinical mask, let them finish their theater, and drop this precise linguistic script. I hear that you are upset, but your emotions and your behavior are two completely separate issues. We are talking about your actions. Then, repeat your original question immediately. If you isolate their emotional smokescreen from the hard facts, their defense matrix completely collapses. Strategy 2 is the moved goalposts. This occurs when you successfully achieve a target or meet a specific demand set by a toxic manager or partner. Instead of validating your success, they immediately change the criteria for approval, claiming you still didn't do enough. They are manufacturing a constant state of internal inadequacy inside your brain, forcing you to perpetually beg for their validation. The specific defense is the documented metric. Never accept verbal agreements from a moving target. The second they try to shift the criteria, do not get angry. Look them dead in the eyes and say calmly, "We explicitly agreed on these specific parameters yesterday. I have fulfilled them completely. If you want to change the scope for next time, we can document a brand new agreement." You freeze the baseline, completely refusing to chase a ghost. Strategy 3 is the silent treatment. The manipulator suddenly cuts off all warmth and communication without explanation, leaving you to guess what you did wrong. Silence triggers the pain matrix in the human brain, mimicking physical isolation to make you panic and crawl back to apologize for things you didn't even do. The precise countermove is the sovereign void. Never text them, never call them, and never ask, "Are you mad at me?" The moment you chase them, they win. Instead, mirror their distance completely. Treat their silence as a beautiful, peaceful break from drama. Live your life normally. Stand tall in your white sneakers and enjoy your peace. When they realize their silence yields absolutely zero emotional currency or control over your anxiety, they will be forced to break their own silence to regain your attention. Dark psychology only works when you allow the manipulator to write the rules of the engagement. The second you recognize the structural anatomy of their strategy, you pull the predator out into the open light, transforming their terrifying mind games into a completely predictable script. You are no longer the target, you are the clinical observer. The next time a toxic strategy slides into your life, do not react and do not lose your temper. Stand steady on your own 2 feet. Open your tactical manual, deploy the exact counterstrike, and let their own malice entirely disqualify them from your fortress. You hold the sovereign armor now. If you want to keep building your psychological defenses, mapping out advanced behavioral tactics, and learning how to protect your mental sanity, protect your mind by hitting that subscribe button right now. Stay aware, stay safe, and never let them pull your strings.